I should hope you've heard of a game called Scorn. It is such an interesting game. Like, I've been following it since 2014, and I absolutely love it. It's such an... how do I put this? It's so weird, right? I've been loving the aspect for a very long time, okay? And it's a very different kind of game. If you don't know what Scorn is, you should know what Scorn is, but if you don't know, it's a very atmospheric game, right? And granted, none of us really know what Scorn is, but it seems to be all about the atmosphere and all these interweaving webs and themes and all that. We don't know much about the game, right? Because I said this was in development since like 2014, back when I was in school. It's only coming out this year, right? If I had the ability to fund this game on Kickstarter, then I really would have, right? And I plan on making a playthrough of this game on my channel when it comes out, of course. But the thing about this that I am finding interesting so far is not looking into the game itself, but the discussions part of it. This area is filled with some of the most brain dead people I think I've ever seen. It's filled with people who just really do not understand or get the game at all. And I want to go through some of these. We're just gonna scroll through these little tabs and just take a look at them. Why are games like this always just penis the game? Well, maybe it's because it was inspired by the works of H.R. Giger. That ugly little Swede is rearing his head around. You know, that's and he had a thing with sex in all his games. What was it, of game Agony or something? That game was just bloody vaginas, the game. I actually have footage of me doing a full walkthrough of Agony. I should upload that sometime. But well, the reason why Agony was like that is because the red goddess in it is based off Astaroth, who's the demon of female sexuality. I'd like a tour in a biomechanical hellscape, but not like where things are metaphor for dick. No, I'm not trying to troll, this is just something I find genuinely annoying. Are these horror game designs all like super horny or what? You could do gross about making it weirdly sexual. Well, the response, I'll be honest, I haven't really been seeing penises in the game. This man who must not have been watching the game trailers then. I don't see what the problem is. We are finally getting penis weapons. Gonna stab the enemy and penis. Here we go. Spy bait. His drawings are horny as fuck. Besides reproduction, it seems to be a significant part of the lore in this game. Yeah, since we don't know much about the game, you know, we're gonna have to find out a lot about this. In 2020, all serious games must be VR. All the response up, but the game was coming to VR, wasn't it? I'm pretty sure Scorn was coming to VR, if I remember correctly. Of course, none of you tried VR. I feel sorry for you. Sorry, raw too poor. No dialogue, no shooting. What do you even do? There is shooting in the game. The PC game trailer just said there's no dialogue. You rarely shoot the ghost watch. I don't think it is exactly like that, because from what I understand, and this was in the demo, the game is a bit more than just that. It depends. It's more about knowing when to shoot. Because let's say this little monster that was flopping around in the original PC demo, if you shoot him, right, he's actually harmless, but if you shoot him, then another one will crawl up to attack you, sort of thing, right? Not all of the enemies are, you know, not all of the enemies are pretty aggressive. PC. Well, the author of this topic has made a post as the answer to the question. The combat isn't very good, so they downplay it as strategic and dangerous. They cheat out on voice acting and script writing, so they spin it as environmental storytelling. This is sadly a game from a developer that had an art style and vision first, and a game as a distant second. Wow, that's a bit mean. But as I said, there's not much I'll say, because it's a bit of a puzzle game, isn't it? Like, you see them solving puzzles throughout. Surviving, taking atmosphere, a story can be told without speaking. Lol, I kind of said the same thing. It's present flavor. I don't even know. Death will be a sale game for myself. Kind of sounds like that Nazi bunker game from last year where it was story, atmosphere in a few hours. All those types, but I was expecting more, I guess. I also just thought of Delivers the Moon, but getting $20. Some of these prices are getting way out of hand. Find a picture guy. Yeah. Let's look for more Scorn 2. What the fuck is this? They were originally going to make it into 2 parts. Scorn Design, I think it's pronounced, was the first part, I remember. Yeah, this post is nothing of value. What's ever come to it? No, Xbox exclusive. Is there any connection to the Alien / Predator universe? Well, the Alien and Predator universe are they canonically? Because I know there was the crossover movies, but I think those. Sorry, those were just a crossover movie. I don't think they're canonically connected. No, but they're obviously taking notes from Giga. Yes, they are. I want to look for stupid ones. Can't wait for this game. Neither can I, little buddy. Neither can I. How will we access the OST in digital book? That is a good question, but that's not what I'm looking for. Will there be Turkish language part? There is actually, I think. Key games are only £20. Okay. I do not know that developers are from Serbia. Just another Alien copycat. Oh, this is a stupid one as well. Which is great. I love Hans Rudy Giga and his Alien Universe, so I think this is a great tribute to him. Yes. So sexualized. Okay then. So Alien copycat don't really mean what they're saying. That's just because it. And it's really filmed for Xenomorph's life cycle. You can't be a copycat for using a specific art style, guy. Yeah, that's true. Meme rights activist is completely right about that. For GOG release, completely unrealistic. I think that's just a joke. But how will we access the digital art book is a pretty good question. Can you wait 2 months to find out? Linux support? No. Fuck Linux. All of my viewers are fervent, are all fluent in Russian, I think. Someone could translate this in the comments. I'm sure you're all fluent in Russian. For the haters, will this be cringe from Scorn's side? Seeing a lot of negative comments where people always have no interest in this game in general. Graphics. I am someone TLDR. Threads telling others to stop whining and always work out well. Yeah. Should put TLDR, shut the hell up. Only 3 enemy types, boss fight. Well, the problem with this game, I bought this game and I regret it's not even out yet. You can refund it if you find out next day. Why are they mentioning it? I bought this game and I regret it. The next day they warned that it would be, I think you meant that it would be on day 1 in the Game Pass. That I would be. But then you clearly don't regret it. I thought about it, but I checked the version bought to give the art book and the soundtrack and you don't regret it. Who the fuck is... I've been seeing him quite a lot around in these comments, but we'll look for it. I get this game when it comes out. Yeah, well that's what pre-ordering is. This game is like a circus. Alright, let's read this. I remember seeing this project's first demo like what, 7 years ago. It's been in development for so hilariously long and the graphics are completely dated by today's standards. No, they not anymore, they don't. They did if you look back then, right? but not anymore. All the footage I've seen of these amounts to the same issue for failing to justify being a game. The whole thing feels like it's in the wrong medium, and would have been much better off being something like an experimental movie of sorts. Well, this is a good concept that he has, like it would be a good movie. I feel like, because it hasn't come out yet, alright, but I do feel like the way it's saying the atmosphere it's establishing feels like it's something that it wants you to be a part of, right? It's throwing this so you're a part of it, and I think that might be intentional to make it, but like this might be something like might be telling a story that can only be told through the medium of a game, right? Puzzles are stick your meat in the hole, might as well not even try to rephrase that here. Well, not first, we don't know what the button presses they're doing is. Combat is shoot 2 bullets at a fleshy tampon looking creature and spend twice as long reload it. Movement speed is atrociously slow. No, just about what? Then the defense of the creators here, they are just making, you know, try to look cinematic. Expecting a nausea from low FOV. How do you know there's no FOV slider? I mean, the game's not even out yet. I get it, you want to render your Vysinski-inspired world in 3D, but if you promote it as a game, that feels like you've done half the work. I appreciate the artist's vision, but the whole thing feels horribly out of place. No two ways about it. It's going to be a very controversial... I feel like it will be a controversial release, but not for the reasons you think. Huh. Hey, check out this is Disable Weapon Display. Simple reason why I've already bought this game. Add a xenomorph or so. We don't know. I forgot I kickstarted this game. Billion made the soundtrack. Didn't Athek make? I think 2 people did. Athek and I guess Billion. This game better be long. Separate game up inside Nightmarish Universe or found some tapestry. Judging from the video on the main Scorn page. Hello. Is this an inspiration interpretation for what it'd be like traveling through Amy Schumer's bowels? Oh, alright. This guy again. We saw him earlier, I think. I mean, Zia. I've started reordering my attention for not including toxic accessibility features such as FLV, so that would ruin the artistic vision, design, gameplay experience that you wish to create for the players. But now I know the game is literally 0 dialogue and that the story is to be deciphered entirely via environment and storytelling. Really, my attention for my respect. This makes me very happy. This to develop the massive casual. Why? Yeah, it's him again. I mean, lol, thanks for that. This is all about the FOV slider, isn't it? I usually am for doing the art thing, but seeing FOV slider... I don't know, is there an FOV slider excluded? I haven't seen anywhere from that they're excluding an FOV slider. This seems to be entirely a thing the community's made up. Look, we don't know if there's not an FOV slider or not. The game's not out yet. Why is it so cheap? But then this one is too expensive. We're not even gonna... Why is there a gun? I don't know, for gameplay I guess? You've created a techno-organic nightmare, and to show it off, you've got a retextured Pinky walking down a hall while the player has a retextured shotgun. You can make the world look as alien as you can imagine, but if the combat is functionally the same as what we've all seen before, then all your designs become set dressing. I need mechanical creativity, not just artistic creativity to be in this. I think it's basically homage to the guns from Cronenberg's movie Videodrome and EX. What's Videodrome? Oh, I remember. I know this. That is freakish. This is where it's like flesh starts mixing into everything, I think. Like everything becomes fleshy. That is horrifying. Jesus. I should definitely watch that. Geiger had art based on guns, isn't out of place. Really? Oh, we gotta look up Giga gun. Oh, he did. It's like little people. Although it's really just the hell. It's really just the bullets, I think. Uncut and Jimmy. Error on system requirements trade. If you're going to make a game that's about... Yeah. I'm looking at that's a lot of P. Don't sell it by having the narrator explain in lengthy detail how this, what I am looking at, is an organic environment. That lots of people put lots of effort into creating a wider detail set and props. That I should have a look at the certain floor textures. That will probably be appropriate for recruiting efforts at a technical university if you're trying to convince a jury to recognise your title as a contender for some award. Good lord, this is Steam. Please say again by telling a potential player what would await them in game. I did feel that the narrator was a bit weird. Also, there was another trailer that they did where it was a bit more high octane. Right? Really? Where it's a lot more vicious, and I don't think that suited Scorn very well. Trying to remember the artist that the art style in this game is similar to. Neil Buchanan. Okay, who's Neil Buchanan? I very much doubt this is his art. Zdzislaw Beksinski. No. Zdzislaw Beksinski. That was obviously put here as a joke. Because everybody mentions Giga and Beksinski when... Well, there's a bit. I'm sure you rush. I'm sure everyone in my view, all of my dear viewers, are completely fluent in Russian and could easily decipher what this says. Oh, what the hell? Outstandingly cheap Giga ripoff. It's not even funny. You're like 50 years late, man. I'm a funny person sometimes. What's going to be similar to prayer? I don't know. Lust from Beyond. It's going to be the same as the Lost Universe? What's the Lost Universe? Lost game. I'm not sure what this is. Looks interesting though. Heads Up game has no FOV saying. Is this where this comes from? There won't be an option. Oh, here it is. Alright. Oh, I did, yeah, not really. Oh, alright, okay, so there is an field of vision, so I was wrong. Right, this is, for larger, we recommend the use of widescreen monitors. Yeah, I feel like increasing the field of view, maybe not like too much, because there is like the whole accessibility thing that some people struggle with, isn't there? I think. It's not really a big deal, but for some reason, you know, like heavily. It's Shiv again, hooray! NG mode. Oh, yeah, let's hear about this. Say a dagger destroying the building, probably 100, 250 years, are flowing after cast before the protagonist is most probably not a murder that's similar, but a servant clone created in thousands or millions made simple jobs like construction. Right, I think we've already got that. You play as just a lowly drawn fella who's been intentionally made for whatever the hell he's doing. But have lots of action. No. I don't think so. Scorn, projecting song. Wow. This guy's excited. Lol, yeah, right. No physical pre-orders before October. Nah, you can pre-order it. OMG, an update trailer, unbelievable. Yeah, that's true, these little bastards have been, very, like, secretive and everything. If you didn't know, the whole Scorn devs were very secretive. Like, about the entire thing. Oh, hello, future gamer. I am willing my Steam account and all my games I have to my grandson. He's 5 months old now. I'm too old to play games, and resting nicely in retirement home. He can tell me about how much I have fun playing this new game in Scorn, because it looks like the game won't release till he's about 25. I'm mad if this guy's here. Alright, you're what? Foony man. The wait is really dumb. To explain the wait for Scorn, the reason it's been so long is because once the devs got funding, they basically scrapped the whole game and restarted it, pretty much. What time am I on? You know what? Let's see if we can sort. How do we sort? Can we sort? We just flip out to 50. What screenshots? That's not surprising. That's not surprising. Not surprising. Yeah. News. What's going on in news? Last news, 29th of July. Rated M for macabre. It's a very macabre game. Discussions, rules and guidelines. Let's go to 6. Let's see what the first thing. It's a live game shown. Will Scorn also have a moon in an expansion? What the hell? Yeah, Scorn is still very mysterious. And I can't wait till this game comes out. Right? Fellas, I think we're done looking at the discussion. That's about all I care to look through. But I absolutely cannot wait till Scorn comes out. It'll come out in about just under 2 months. It should be great, it should be amazing. I'm gonna love it, I'm gonna play it, I'm gonna probably stream it, upload it on my channel. I'll see if I can get the footage I have of Agony out first, though, mind you. But, dear viewers, I think that's it for goofing around. I'll see you fellas next time.